Meantime, Southwest is on pace for its fifth straight day of losses after canceling more than 2,000 flights since Saturday. It's a national story. Everybody's talking about it. Phil LeBeau is here with the very latest. Phil?
Kelly, the cancellations continue today for Southwest Airlines. To date, or at least today, I should say, 365 cancellations. If you add that along with the 1,800 starting Friday and into Saturday and Sunday, you're looking at more than 2,000 cancellations. We saw scenes like this around the country all weekend. Long lines, especially in those cities that have a strong concentration of Southwest flights, not only in Chicago, but also in Denver. I'm out in Las Vegas, saw a number of people out here who said they were expecting people to fly in for the Bears and Raiders game. They never made it. So for Southwest, here's what happened. Storms on Friday in Florida was the trigger event. That hit all the airlines to a certain extent, but far more impact on Southwest. There was an air traffic control staffing issue very briefly on Friday night. That is not what caused the cancellations over the weekend. What caused them on Saturday, Sunday, and into today? Crew shortages for Southwest Airlines. Some of that is crews not being in the right position. Remember, this is a point-to-point system, so all it takes is for a few cancellations, and then you start to see a number of them throughout the system. This is different than the hub-and-spoke model that you see for the other major airlines. As you take a look at shares of Southwest Airlines, it expects normal flight schedule later this week. This sounds similar to what we saw with Spirit Airlines earlier this year. That's because it's very similar in terms of it takes a while to get the schedule recalculated and back running as it should. Southwest's COO did say in an employee memo that they do plan to trim their schedule in November and December. As you take a look at the other airline stocks, remember, all of the airlines, while they were initially cautious about what to expect for the holidays, Kelly, all of them are now saying they see strong demand for the holidays. So for Southwest, the challenge is not only getting through this situation that they find themselves in, but really they've got to start to build back confidence with the traveling public that they're not going to have another situation like this if there's a snowstorm in December or something happens right before the holidays, because their staffing situation and the relationship between management and the pilots as well as the other unions at Southwest, that has to be front and center for people to be thinking about. And that's one of the concerns that you're going to hear analysts talking about is whether or not Southwest may have more muted growth in the holidays compared to some of their competitors.
So, Phil, what do you make of the fact that a lot of people are hearing through the grapevine that this all comes down to the vaccine mandate and pilots sort of walking off the job?
Right.
You know, that's both what travelers are hearing through the grapevine. It's also what people on social media of increasingly high political stature are talking about. How much of that is grounded in fact?
The union officially says that there is not a union-sanctioned sickout, if you will, and nor is there an unofficial sickout. Having said that, Kelly, when you see these cancellations, all it takes is a few dozen pilots or crew members who are saying, I don't feel like working today. Now, we're not saying that that officially has happened. That always is the speculation whenever you see an event like this, especially with the airlines. And for Southwest, the relationship between the pilots and management, I mean, it's not in a good spot, and it has not been in a good spot for a while. They're not happy that they were not consulted by management to a greater extent before the Southwest management said, okay, yeah, we're going to fall in line with everybody else and mandate vaccines by December 8th. Keep in mind, the White House has been pushing all airlines to do that, which is why we heard from Southwest and some of the other airlines last week following the lead of United. So there's no official sickout that's going on, Kelly, but this is what people talk about whenever you see a lot of cancellations like this.
Yeah, absolutely. Wreaking havoc, as you said. Phil, thank you so much. Phil LeBeau, as that continues for Southwest Airlines.